Okay. And just reorganize this. Man, I'm terrible at this. Okay. Let's cut that out. Wait, no, wrong button. Damn, why does home button have to be so close to it? Oh wait, I could look around. Oh, that's pretty neat. I didn't know that. Haha. Okay, guys. I'm gonna pick up from where we left off early in the morning. This afternoon. Just gonna go and play because damn, I'm cold. Really? That's pretty neat. I wonder if there's any any of this stuff is not seen in the earlier games. Yeah, I don't have any sufficient material for certain stuff. Alright, well, mission is use this stuff to, you know what? I'm gonna make some more bombs. Oh, come on, really? Okay. Effect 1. Oh, wow. It's gonna keep going, isn't it? The quality of this stuff isn't very good. Okay. Alright. And of course I level up because I am that damn good. Please don't fail. Please don't fail. Hey, Double A, what's up? Haha. Happy Halloween, man. Sorry I had to ditch you, but I could not see you play Outer Worlds. It's one of those games I've been planning to buy, but because of how story heavy it is, I didn't want to ruin it. I didn't want to ruin it to myself. or else I would have stuck around and we could have been shooting the shit and stuff. But nah, I had to go through Outer Worlds at my own pace. But in the meantime, I'm playing this game with the chick with the thick thighs. You see her thick thighs? Those are some nice thighs right there. You see, it's just a simple game, you know. All right, now I gotta make a bomb. Damn it, this thing wants me to make all sorts of shit, man. Is there mom in here? Nah, the mom's not in here. Oh man. Man, I'm sorry what happened to you, man. I didn't know you were in trouble with stuff like that. Man. Man, can't believe those those people don't worry too much about the lollies. The lollies. This is not a lolly, man. No kid has thighs that thick, man. You know, I gotta scratch that. You know what? I'll tell. Yeah, I gotta tell you something, that the most strangest customer I've ever seen, and it has to do with Call of Duty. There was this girl. She looked around like 12, 13, 14. She looked like a preteen, basically. Right? And she asks me if I could get her a copy of Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. And I say, does this guy have any, nah, he doesn't have any gunpowder. Shit. Well, I know that stuff could be used to make some shit. Anyway, and this chick, I swear to God, man, she had to be 14, right? And I told her, you know what? Sorry, but I can't sell this to you. You gotta have one of your parents, to buy for you. Yeah. And she's like, I'm 22. And I'm like, no, you're not. You know, at the time, I was like, I don't know, around the same age. I think maybe a year older. It's like, no, I don't believe you. First, she was short as hell, man. She barely reached up to my, like maybe my, like my rib cage, right? So there was like 4'10", 4'11". She was pretty short, right? No, she was really short. But that's besides the point. And I was like, no, I know a kid when I see a kid, and you're definitely a kid. That looks like not to find that stuff. Anyway, and she says, no, I really am like an adult or whatever. I'm like, no, you're a kid. I know you're a kid. I could clearly see a kid when I see. And she's just like scoffs at me, like has a slap, like, really now? You know, I'm like, what? You know, so like, she says, I can't believe I had to do this again. I can't believe I had to do this again. So she goes ahead, takes out her driver's license. Oh, that's neat. There's like cloud cover and shit. Anyway, and she shows it to me, and I'm looking at it, and it's a legit driver's license for this chick. I'm like, well, oh damn, oh damn, and she's like, I'm buying this for my boyfriend. And I'm looking at her, and I'm trying to like, I'm staring at this chick. I'm like, this cannot be a full-grown woman. This has to be some sort of trick. It's like, I'm looking around and stuff, and I know like, Like there's no camera, there's no like thing. This is an actual ID. I'm holding it. Her picture's on the ID. I look around. I see the little seal, and and I see she has like credit cards and stuff. And like, oh my god, this is this is an actual chick that has a. What's this crap? Man, I gotta find someone that sells stuff, fish. And I was like, oh well, I'm so sorry. Like, she says, I get that all the time. She just like didn't really think too much about it. But I could tell like it really bugged her because I felt like she probably went through that a lot. She goes through that a lot or whatever. So yeah, I sold that to her. I sold the Modern Warfare to her, and then she was like, man, I got more oil, but damn, I need actual like gunpowder. Like, all right, I'm sorry, this and that. First in my house, and she and then that was that. My boss comes by, says like, well, why did you sell that to? No, that wasn't a kid. It was an actual full grown adult. It's just, and she says, are you sure? Like, she showed me their ID and everything, and that was that, man. Uh, no, she didn't show it to me at the start, but I don't know, like I don't know. This chick, she was kind of, maybe she felt this chick was kind of reserved. I would say, yeah. Then there was another chick, uh, that was like that too, but she didn't buy anything from me. Instead, oh wait, what's this? Alright, I got sound stuff, man. Anyway, there was this one chick. She was with her friends, and then her friends like come by and say, "Hey, how old do you think she is?" And I'm like, "I don't know, 12, 13." And everyone starts laughing like, "Oh, you see, I told you looked like a kid." And they're like, "Oh, shut up," you know. But that was that. The conversation didn't know. Nah. So yeah, you see, when it comes to lollies and all that stuff, like because I went through that, and that wasn't the only time. I'll be honest with you, that was not the only time that happened, man. There were times when, it happens to some dudes too that are kind of short. It happens to, there was like a couple of more chicks. Then there was like this short dude, but that looked like a kid, but he had like a full grown mustache. Yeah, so when it comes to lollies and stuff, and like people like lollies and whatnot, I just don't want to think about it because I feel embarrassed that I confused adults for children or whatever. Like there are people like that, and if people want like that, then that have at it, Hoss. As long as you're not hurting any real kids, it's none of my business. Oh shit! What is all that over there? Oh, clean water, man. Damn. Oh, I keep on forgetting to go to the place where it tells me to go. Yeah. So what about you, Double A? Are you looking for work right now? Got more of that stuff. How the hell am I gonna get that stuff, man? Oh no, my pay is well, I don't get paid until next Friday, man. So, nah, I have to hold off a little while. You know, the reason I'm playing this is because I pre-ordered like a long ass time ago. Oh, there we go. I pre-ordered this game like a long time ago. I'm gonna. I don't have his unlimited spots. I gotta be careful what I pick. Damn. Is it over here? Oh man. It must suck to have that injury all the time, man. Um, I hate to say this, man, but you may want to take on like maybe like a retail job or something, man. There's actually a spot, uh, but it's like for clothing. Yeah, I'm not. You would have to like apply and then head down on. I think they're doing a hiring event on Saturday. Um, there's like a yeah, they want people to apply like beforehand, and then when you go for the interview, they're gonna like they'll just pull up your application from the internet and they start doing the interview there. But the thing is, it's for like clothing, so you have to do like a lot of folding and stuff. But since you're a dude, they probably put you to shoes, like you know, organize the shoes and stuff. That's what they usually put the dudes that handle clothing. Man, man, my, yeah, my dad always tells me just be glad you're walking and you're able to move and stuff, because when you get older, you just can't move as much. And he told me he's known people that like work really hard and they just like you know, messed up their knees or messed up their back and stuff, and then they and then and then they're kind of like lame for a while. There was this dude, man. Um, he was right. There was this dude, right? He was he was okay, dude, right? He was a hard worker. He was a backroom guy, and backroom they required like a lot of heavy lifting and stuff. And then and then and then he got into a motorcycle accident and he lost one of his legs. I think from like up here, like I think up here or something. Yeah, and then he wasn't able to do any backroom work anymore. Uh, because I get because when you like I guess when I'm not I lift heavy stuff, man, but I don't know all the mechanics behind it. But when they moved his but when they removed his legs, I guess it messed up his balance somewhat, and he just wasn't able to like. I guess he wasn't able to like move his body right, or wasn't able to keep his balance or something. So they kind of had to like I think they moved him somewhere else, but he liked what he did. People say a lot of crap about retail, man, but there are times when you know you really do love the job that you're doing. Myself included. They're like some really messed up customers, but like UAA and some other people, You know, they just really show you like the fruits of your labor almost. Like you help these people out, you keep the store in tip top shape, that sort of thing. And this guy, he was really proud of what he did, but after that, you know, I could tell that. By the way, I talked to him after the accident. He was really bummed out. Eventually, I think he moved to like a different store. Like I think he got promoted and moved to a different store, and that was that. And dude, I almost I could tell you about an experience that was similar to that. Uh, that happened to me, but it wasn't me losing a limb or anything. Damn, I'm just talking, aren't I? But one time I got really sick and I just didn't have a voice for like a couple of days. But I was like healthy, like I could move around. And what ended up happening was like I couldn't speak. Like my main job is that I just picked up spider web, man. Jesus Christ. Oh, cotton grass. That's cool. Spread some more sandstone. Okay, so I lost my voice, and yeah, yeah, tips, yeah. And I lost my voice, and I couldn't communicate to people. I couldn't like answer the questions. I couldn't tell them what the product did. I couldn't do anything. I just could bring people up, and I could only speak like in a whisper, like I kind of sounded like a dog wheezing almost. And it was not good, man. Like I felt useless, and I just didn't like those days I was working. But luckily, I had my coworkers around to like help me out. But man, it was really tough. Like people would come to me and ask me questions, like other employees, my coworkers, and I would always like help them out and whatnot. But that time I couldn't really help them out. So well, it was not good, man. No, it wasn't my tonsils. It might have been my tonsils, but no, I just couldn't speak. Look at those thick thighs. Squeeze, squeeze. Okay, so I guess I gotta kill that thing? Alright. I forgot I could... Okay, I gotta... Okay, let's see. Skill. Summon star. There we go. Yeah, we gotta kind of quick in this game. Ah, that was cool. Damn. Damn. Damn, that thing didn't really want to die. Kid with a big ass pickaxe. So I got a bone and an egg. Okay, that's... Okay, looking for a bomb. Oh man. You see, look at all the things I have to create. Damn. That monster was strong. I thought I'm gonna beat this little one. What? Okay, I'm gonna use an item. Really? I don't. Man, I didn't take any healing items with me. That sucks. All right. There you go. People in LA. Oh, they love your DJ. Oh, you're a DJer. Oh, that's cool, man. Do you like rent the equipment or do you actually own the stuff? Yeah. Damn, I can't use anything. Let's see. Skill. Damn. Excellent. To drop something. Yeah, let me see if we could. There we go. Kill the bastard. Does he have like a website or something? Damn. Come on. Please get out of here. What a wuss. Like, look around. There's nothing around there, man. I heard him a couple of months back. Hold on, let me think. Oh wait, that was his music? Oh wow. Yeah, you were really high during that session, man. It was pretty fun, man. I wanted to record it, but uh, because you know it was funny. But like I was thinking, yeah, you know he'll get mad if I do that, so I didn't record it. But man, that was funny, man. Also, you gotta tell me, man, is Call of Duty as bad as they say? Like people say it's bad, but then other people say it's good. Huh. Man. You know, there are times when I remember streaming. I remember I got tanked and in one of my streams. Skill based matchmaking. Yeah. There was I used to play a lot of like Call of Duty Modern Warfare 1 and 2 and there's that dog again. And I really liked it, man, but I don't know, part 3 I don't know, like all my friends they just kind of moved on and whatever. Like lost in touch and whatever. If you're decent, then you get some sweat ass nerds all day. I guess. Nah, but yeah, I used to play a lot of Modern Warfare 1, 2, and I actually liked Advanced Warfare. You know, the one with Kevin Spacey? The hell? Oh. I just have to hear him. It does feel like that. But this game's always been traditionally like that. Alright. You're right. I'm supposed to make this guy do something. There you go. Well, I know it's supposed to be the worst one, but I liked it because of the double jump and how you ran and shit. And I believe it or not, I like that would probably be my most favorite campaign out of it, out of all the Call of Duties, is that one because of how well it was written. Like, never mind that Kevin Spacey got in trouble for like sexual harassment and whatnot. Oh, Modern Warfare to take more health at higher ranks. I guess that balances it out. But yeah, but what was I saying? Yeah, like Kevin Spacey, when they gave him the part, he didn't. From what I read, is that he didn't like how it was written, how the character was written, and so he actually talked to the writers and said, no, like what you're trying to portray doesn't make any sense. You gotta. Yeah, I know. Spacey is a pedo. I'll readily admit that. But well, I'm talking about like what he did. Um, he he got them to actually like reevaluate the character and write him properly, and then they based the story around that, and that's how the story kind of evolved. And then he just ruined his career after that. But but no, I'm just trying to use I'm trying to use Advanced Warfare as an example of how a story in a game could actually be written well. And to be honest, there's very few games I would say that are written well or to that caliber. Um, the other Another game that comes to mind would be Detroit on the PlayStation and The Last of Us. That's also on PlayStation. Those are really well written. Uh, yeah, you know they're gonna end up forgiving him in 5 years. You'll see, like they did with what's his name? He was in Lethal Weapon. Mel Gibson. They forgave him too for the anti-Semitic stuff he did. But yeah, they got a, you know, they get that story was well written. It's a little campy. There's some stuff that I felt little campy. However, however that is a good well written story. A couple other well written stories up, and then there's another game I'm trying to think about, but I don't. Maybe it's on my. Damn. Let's see. Maybe I guess that's it. Yeah, you know what? I think those are only three games I think I would consider well written stories. I can't. Yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to Outer Worlds. We have a bunch of the copies at work. No one's buying them, man. No one. Everyone's buying either Madden, FIFA, or Call of Duty, man. And it kind of breaks my heart that that's all people buy, man. Man, I know there's a game out there that I have. Am I forgetting another well-written game? Ah, shit, why am I doing this to myself? Damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it. Ah, damn, me and my stupid habit. Fuck, fuck. Ah, okay. Ah, dude, I just picked up my scab. I wonder if you can see it. Damn it. All right. Yeah. Oh man, if Microsoft would have bought them like 2 months earlier, that would have been an Xbox exclusive. Uh, like I don't really care too much about politics. Um, I do keep track of some stuff, but it's not really something that I would say. Damn, I have to keep on fighting. Like using politics as a base or something, I would say isn't a bad idea. It's, it helps with the story's narrative, um, especially when it comes to decision making. You gotta decide. Like I could help a lot more people if I do this, but if I do this, Huh. Jesus Christ. Anyway. What was that? There's this guy at work that always like argues with me about Trump and whatnot. I'm gonna start say Trump is gonna win this next upcoming election. The Democrats, they don't have anyone that's good. Mad Men? Was it Mad Men? Or House of Cards? But yeah, there was this one guy. There's this one guy at work that is always like on my case about Trump and this and that. And Sanders is not gonna win. No. You see, this is a strange, or Star Trek. Oh yeah, that's something different, man. Huh.
リラさんの言いつけをさ、一つ一つ頭の中で確認してんだよ。帰った後にまで熱心だな。それって戦い方とかそういうやつ？
So he hates Trump, yada yada yada.
あ、リラさんは戦士の心得って言ってたな。
And I say, and I remember telling this guy like, the dude won. Like, why are you still hung up on the guy? He won fair and square. He played the same game as everyone else played. There's different companies. Yeah, the hyper corporations. You know, eventually that's what's going to come down to. You know the asteroid belt. Yeah, I don't hate Trump. I just don't really care. But this is what's going to end up happening. You could quote me on this. Anyone online could quote me on this if anyone wants to save this video. In a far future, when we are better at space travel and stuff, and our ships don't burn up in the atmosphere like the Columbia thing did, all the iron and all the nickel and metal ores and Earth, it's gonna start depleting. It's like we're gonna run kind of low, and we're not gonna look at Mars. We're gonna look at the asteroid belt between Mars and Jupiter, and then what's gonna happen is that they're gonna start drilling in the asteroid, in the asteroid belt. And that's what's going to happen, Excuse me. So yeah, that's how it's going to happen. And the only people able to do that will be corporations. Well, like science corporations, mining facilities, things like that. People are going to be living on these asteroids, mining. And then they're going to maybe do some colonization on Mars and whatever. Am I ready to play Outer Worlds? I am ready to play Outer Worlds. I just don't have any money. I'll show you how much money I have. There's about $12 in this thing. So, I don't have any money. Although I did buy something with nothing but change the other day. Ooh, my coworker was so pissed. Coke versus Gates versus Bezos.
皆さんくらい頼もしい選手になってよね。私の採取も楽になるし。
You know, there's some similar themes like that in Perfect Dark with Datadyne and the Carrington Institute. You have to play like both games and then read one of the novels, but it's basically like three companies that own everything that's on Earth. So it's no longer like governments fighting each other. It's actually corporations fighting each other. So it gets kind of crazy that way. Could you just imagine like Twitter launching an attack on Facebook? Like they hire like mercenaries on both sides, just killing each other.
ライザ、お前またどこほっつき歩いてたの？
Ooh, mom is pissed.
めっちゃ怒ってる。嫌な。いい加減にしないと屋根裏の扉に鍵かけるわよ。ちょっと待って、それは困る。絶対にダメ。
You should. Squirty. Oh, because it was all shiny and shit, yeah. No kidding, man. I gotta tell you something. I probably never shared this to anyone, but I'll share it to you. Because you're like the only viewer on this thing, man. Jesus Christ. I think I should start playing every game that everyone else plays. See, I want to be kind of original and like kind of show these games off that people usually don't play, but it's not really getting me anywhere. But I'll tell you this. I used to write erotic novels, like erotic stories for like a forgot the website. All right. I don't even know if I can even find it still. I have some classic retro stuff in mind, but here I'll tell you this. No. Reddit. No, this is like before Reddit. There was a website called Literotica, right? And back when I did YouTube, I first started a YouTube channel, and it was just same stuff I do right now. I do a lot of gaming or whatever. And my girlfriend at the time, we used to horse around and shit, and you know, over the phone we will say like you know, I would like say sexually charged scenarios and stuff and things like that. You know, no fan fiction. This is all original work. And we did this like role playing and shit. And she said like, I think that was like, she was impressed with like the bullshit, I would say. And I remember one time. It was a real horse? Nah. One time, it was when Twilight was like really popular and shit. And I was like, and I remember reading like the first 3 chapters of Twilight, and I was like, god awful, man. It was like really god awful. In terms of I'm an English major. I studied creative writing, Advanced writing. I am studying classic English literature. Look how this thick. This is old English stories. And this is the groundwork of how storytelling should be told. How to construct a story. Twilight threw that into the trash and forgot, and whoever the Stephen Meyer is, I don't think ever read the classics. I don't think she ever really understood how to progress a story properly and how to build character. It's god awful. Twilight is the worst piece of crap I've ever read. You will basically lose brain cells reading this piece of crap. So anyway, it's a piece of garbage, and I remember telling my girlfriend at the time, "Look, this is a piece of garbage. I don't know why this is popular." She tried to explain it to me in a girl's point of view. Oh, it's a girl's point of view. And I told you, I could tell you a bunch of girls, a bunch of women that wrote way better stories than Twilight. And I'm not kidding you. I'm not kidding you. Alright, so mom's pissed. So I remember specifically telling her, look, the chick that wrote Frankenstein, that was a way better author. A way better author than Stephanie Meyer. That was the only one that came to mind. So I said someone else, but that was it. And there was just nothing to it. There was nothing to it. I thought I could probably make a better story. So she challenged me to it. So I told her, you know what? I'm going to make a story. So I started writing up the story. And I put in, you know what? I'm going to make a badass character. I'm going to put vampires in because I like vampires. Vampires are badass. But Twilight made them to wusses. So I got to make vampires into badasses again. Alright? I got to put like werewolves. I'm going to put this. I'm going to put that. And it's all going to be badass. And it's going to be like this big dude who has like badass like forbidden powers, and he's like fucking up these vampires and also like banging them and stuff. Like he's like, damn, that well, you're 80 years old. That's not too bad, man. I'm like 23, man. Mordor? Nah, I never played it. I'll probably have to look into it. And I wrote like 5 chapters of the story. I never finished it because the story went south. Not the story. I broke up with her, and she was using her account to upload this shit. But I would get like a couple of thousand views. I would get a couple of thousand views, like, or reads, like a week and stuff, or a month. I'm gonna have to look into that. There's a couple of retro-looking games on Steam that I want to download. So I went ahead and put it up. People were talking about it. People were looking into editing it because they liked the story too. And that was that. And then we broke up, and that was that. But for the time being, people actually liked my story, and and of course I was pretty explicit with the sex scenes. But I'm gonna have to look for it. Maybe I'll post a link. Man. Oh man, all my internet stuff. Maybe I got my hold on. Now you have me interested. You have me interested. I gotta look at this. What this game is like. And the phone is fucking good. Great. I have so many goddamn phones. All right. All right. I'll have to look at the chat later. Damn, I just talking. Let me do some playing. Okay, mom is pissed because she's not helping her dad with the harvest.
もうわかったよ。収穫って空間フルーツでしょ。知らないよ。鎌くらい自分で探せるでしょ。そんな。一世錬金術でパパッと作れないかな。
All right, go ahead, talk to Pops. That better not be a bad influence. All right, what do I gotta do in the quest now? Man, this game's so much easier without all this. I gotta make bombs. How can I make bombs? That's poisonous. Wow. Look at that. Look at that. Oh man. How the hell am I gonna find bomb? Can you imagine if you could just make a nuke out of it in this game? Damn. Where is there to go? It's not the best choice, it's the spacer's choice. Cool. I'll remember that. I'm probably gonna have to call it quits pretty soon too, and I'll catch a stream in a little bit. I'm gonna. So, well, if you stream, I'll probably catch you later then. All right. Take care of yourself, man. Remember, there's the hire event at my store this Saturday, so yeah, fill up application online and then come to my store if you want. I think it's on Saturday between 10 to 12.
だったら店で、いや、ちょうどいい。この際だから、お前さんに新しい錬金術のコツを教えてやろう。錬金術のコツ？ああ。まだ一からレシピを考えるのは難しいだろうが、今あるレシピを改良するくらいはできる。
Alright, that's cool though.
レシピを改良？前に教えてもらったレシピを強くするの？
いや、そうではない。錬金術の改良とは全く異なる道具を生み出すことだ。それこそが錬金術のレシピ変化だ。
Hmm. Well, now I gotta learn how to do new stuff. Okay.
草刈り釜はこの本に書いてあるインゴットに大きな骨も動物型の魔物で。
なるほど。ありがとうアンペルさん。
Not gonna find. Not gonna find. Same thing. Man, I can't believe I gotta find that incog. Alright, let me just fast forward to the. Damn. Can't believe I gotta find that again, man. Huh. Oh. Damn. Oh man. Oh god, now I'm gonna learn how to make pancakes? Well, I'm gonna find some sort of stone. Ore or fuel. Damn. Alright. Am I missing something? Damn, there's something I'm missing.
どうしようかな。
All right, well, and I'm gonna just save it here and try to figure it out tomorrow. Plus, I work tomorrow, so yeah. So yeah, take care, you guys. Peace out. Have a good one. Lates.